Hey, you guys. Thanks for listening to this episode of Tips with T. Today, I have Miss Melanie with us. How are you doing today, Miss Melanie?
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being on the show. So tell us more about yourself and what you do.
So my name is Melanie McSally. I am a profit optimization and technology expert. I have a degree in computer science and a master's in engineering management. And I'm most known for spending over a decade at Harvard University helping them to streamline and optimize their IT department and their communications with the rest of the university. But I didn't start there, right? While I have a number of degrees and successes in life, I started by being bullied in school. And so I actually hated school. I had associated it with bullying and being tormented. And so I just wanted to be done with school. When it was time to graduate and go on to college, I wanted that to be the end of it. But my mom was having none of that. So she encouraged me to go on to school to find something that I could be passionate about. So my first bit into schooling was, or college, I should say, was pastry arts. So I went to a pastry school and I had some early successes there. And because of that, a lot of my peers in school started to look to me to find out how I was getting success so early. And so I started to change my mindset around the associated with a negative with a positive, but then also that you can be in charge of your own destiny even when you're not in control. And so I learned that that wasn't the field for me, but it really helped me with my mindset for the rest of my career and then, going into entrepreneurship.
Well, that's awesome. It's funny how our life experiences change things, but it all works together. So that's a good thing about it. Because if we haven't gone through that, you haven't gone through being bullied in your childhood, you probably wouldn't be to where you were today. So it all plays a part. So tell us, how was your experience making your first dollar?
Okay, so again, it goes back to mindset issues. So I had this mindset that that becoming an entrepreneur, starting a new business was a struggle, that you'd have to face a lot of hurdles, that you'd have to be broke, that you'd have to do a lot of things you didn't know how to do. And quite frankly, it scared me. I liked being good at what I was doing, and to have to tackle something that was so unfamiliar and had so many challenges all at once, and facing the daunting reality that you could go broke before you became successful just sort of scared me. But I'm also an athlete, and so I realized that I'm best when I'm under pressure and facing a challenge. And I thought, well, why does this have to be any different? So I decided to challenge myself, since I'm in process optimization, to see how fast I could make my first dollar. And so it took 37 days. And the reason for that is that I just, kept failing fast and pivoting and trying something new until I landed on something that worked. And even when I made my first dollar, I didn't go from $1 to huge success overnight. I still kept failing and kept learning from those failures and pivoting and looking for the opportunities to be successful.
Yeah, it's never an overnight success. I'm learning with being an entrepreneur, you have to have patience with yourself. Things does change, technology changes, the way we do things often change. So you have to leave some type of room for error. So yeah, so it's definitely a process. Definitely takes time to get to that point where you need to be. So how can we make profit um, not just making money using technology strings.
Yeah, so I just want to go back for 1 sec on the previous question, because I think not just having patience in yourself, but like having forgiveness for yourself. So, one of the things I had to learn is like, you're not going to be great at everything, and learning something takes time. So, the old saying, you have to take 2 steps backwards to take 1 step backwards to take 2 steps forward.
Mm-hmm.
I think that comes up a lot in entrepreneurship is, you're not going to be great at everything from day one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I said, I made my first dollar in 37 days, but dollar doesn't mean profits. uh, so there's a huge difference between making money and, having enough money to cover all of your expenses and have some profit in the bank. So there's, setting your foundation up to become successful, but then there's the sustained success, to continue to elevate and elevate and elevate, continue to bring your clients more value, continue to streamline your system so that your spending less for more, things like that. So, just, one hurdle is to make money, but
Mm-hmm.
then the next hurdle is to overcome your expenses.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next hurdle is to be able to get to a place where your business can run without you, right?
Yeah.
To set yourself up for that, optimal exit. So like, all these companies that have disrupted the market and then sold to a Google or an Apple or something like that for top dollar. That's ultimately what you're looking for, is how can I build something, become successful at it, and then sell it to somebody who will pay me top dollar for it.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And so that's what you teach your clients to do, correct?
So I teach my clients how to get from the start line to the profitability line and then maximize on that profitability. I have clients and partners that will take them that extra mile, how to get top dollar for selling your business. But that piece I don't do myself.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So, whenever you got to that point where you started to see the actual profit of your business, how was that for you? How was that experience for you?
I mean, it's fantastic. I live a laptop lifestyle. I get to travel all over the world to help businesses, but I get to do that because my business runs all by itself,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I can focus on bringing in new revenue. I can focus on engaging with clients on a deeper, more personal level. Um, but I don't have to do it all at once, because I know that whatever I'm not focused on personally, eyes on it right now, I'm focused on it sort of automatically because it's all set up in the back end.
Awesome. Awesome. So, um, thank you for coming on the show today, giving us your tips and experiences. I'm gonna share your social handles, and then you can talk more about the bundle that you're offering. Okay, let's share. Okay. So this is Miss Melody, social handles. Miss Melody, do you want to tell the people how they can find you if they would like to?
Yeah, so as you see there, you can find me on all the popular social media sites, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm not really all that active on YouTube just yet, but I'm launching something new in a couple of weeks. So by the time this podcast goes live, you'll probably see it there. And everything is just my name or my first initial last name.
Okay, cool. And tell us more about this 3 gifts to kick your automation.
Yeah, so one of the big things, or the reason why I got into entrepreneurship is, you know, I focus on streamlining and optimizing through technology and infrastructure. And that's easy to do in the big corporations because they have the budgets and they have the teams, the infrastructure to help with that. But small businesses don't really have that. They don't have the funds, they don't have the teams. Oftentimes I'm working with solopreneurs. So I wanted to build a company around meeting you where you're at, whether that be financially or your technological expertise. So wherever you're at, and then use infrastructure to elevate you to where you want to go to achieve your vision. And a lot of that is around re-engineering that I've done in processes and workflows and teaching that to you. In some cases, it's working side by side with you so you can build your automation and streamline your workflows based on my tried and true strategies. And other times it's actually done for you, if you can afford that. So this is a gift. I like to invite people to meet me and get to know me through gifts, because who doesn't like free stuff? So so this is a bundle of 3 things. It's free to you. All you have to do is text automation to 26786. And you'll get these 3 things. It's valued over $500. The first thing I do is teach you my re-engineered sales process, and then teach you how to automate that for yourself. So your entire process for sales, from attraction all the way through follow-up and everything in between, can be completely automated. That way you can focus on building or whatever your genius is. The second thing is the actual capture part is the first piece of the sales process. So capturing your exposure. So for instance, all of your viewers, if they wanted to get in touch with me, how would I capture their information when they do reach out to me? So I do a class on that. It's an actual boot camp where we do it together. We put yours in place for you, or with you rather. And there's software, a very inexpensive software. It's less than $50. And that helps you to capture all of that exposure. And we give you the first month for free. So that's all that's included in that bundle. And again, you just text automation to 26786.
That's great. That's awesome. So you guys, please take advantage of this free opportunity. I can't not express it enough. There's a lot of things that people can get for free and they don't take advantage of it when they should. So take advantage of this free opportunity. Look Miss Melody up, text her at automation to 26786 so you can get utilize these free services that she's trying to give. I think it's very, very awesome. I'm gonna try my best to utilize them myself. Because it's always good to learn new things and techniques to help grow your business. So thank you, Miss Melody, for giving the free giveaway. Hopefully people will take advantage of it once they listen to the podcast. If your guys are trying to get in contact with me, you can contact me. My number is 910-317-0396. My email is contact@mjfinancial.biz. You can schedule a consultation on my website at www.mjfinancial.biz. You can find this episode on Anchor, you guys, for the replay, and you can also find this video on my YouTube channel at MJ Financial Management. So you guys, please check it out. Thank you again, Ms. Melody, for coming on the show. I very appreciate you and all your tips that you gave today.
Thank you for having me. It's been such a pleasure to be here and to get to know you and to help your viewers in any way I can.
Well, awesome. And thank you so much for that. And all right, you guys, we will see you on the next episode of Tips with T.